Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I have my first layout using the Marks & Company kit, which is the Studio Calico kit from August of 2013. And this page ends up being one of my favorites that I've made to date. Just probably a combination of the picture and the topic and the product and all that, but it ends up, this is one of my favorites. So I have my kit out and I'm kind of going through. I know I'm going to use that that layered teal background page there. It's almost like the side of it has like color, paint color names on it, I guess you could say. I'm trying to think of what to say, but yeah. So that's going to be my background. I'm not going to do much else as far as like, putting any more papers or anything behind it, just because I want that paper to be the highlight. So I know I'm going to use one of these frames, and I end up using that frame there. It's from Dear Lizzie, and it came in the kit, and it says "I love this" in the bottom right hand corner there. And this little package of sequins and flowers, I'm going through and I'm pulling out all of the teal and gold sequins, and I'm going to use all of those on this one page here. And I am pulling out the Amy Tangerine stitching stencil that came in the kit as well. That whole package did. So I'm going to be stitching on almost every single layout for this kit. I love hand stitching on my pages, and I haven't done it for a while, so this was a good excuse to start doing that again. So I'm going to, I kind of lined up my picture where I wanted it to go, and I'm going to hand stitch the word love right above the picture. And I'm just going to go ahead and get all my holes poked here, and I'm going to use that gray thread. I'm also trying to use the thread that came in the kit, that came in that stencil package. I do have a bunch of thread on my own as well, but I wanted to, just make sure that I use what came with it. I'm also going to use these chevron-y type arrows, so I'm going to go ahead and get all those poked. And I'll show you a little bit, I'll start doing some of the stitching just so you can kind of see me start the stitching, and then I'm going to turn the camera off and finish it up because it does take some time. And I'm just using some washi tape on the back here to secure the thread. I'm not very good at tying knots and stuff, so washi tape works just fine, just to keep it down. And in the beginning of the video, you saw me pull out my washi, my bin, and that's because this kit had washi tape in it, but I had put it with my other washi tape, and I talked about that in a video on how I store my washi tape. That when I have a kit, I just kind of put a sample of it in there, but I keep all my washi together regardless. So I just pulled out the washi that goes with the kit. So that's how I'm doing my stitching, and now it's all done. And that's what it looks like. So I'm going to start putting together kind of where I want things to go. I'm not embellishing super duper heavy on this one because I really want that background paper to shine and the picture as well. So that gray tag there is from Studio Calico. And I'm using this wood veneer alphabet that came in the kit, and I was going to try to spell out Daddy's home, but I didn't have enough D's. I only had 2 D's. So I'm going to end up, it's just going to be Dad's home. I wanted to say Daddy because they call him Daddy, but this works fine. And as it turned out, Daddy wouldn't have fit right there where I wanted it anyway, so whatever, it's fine. And those are cool wood veneer alphabets. They're almost like an outline. And I'm going to add a couple more little wood veneer things here. That arrow, I pulled out a man and 2 little girl people, but I don't use those. I'm going to use those on a different layout instead. So I put them to the side. But I have that little house with a heart because I'm talking about him being home. And I'm going to use these 3 wood veneer hearts as well. So now that I kind of know where I want things to go, I'm going to go ahead and start sticking some stuff down. And that picture is my husband this year. He just got picked up to be a pilot in the military, and he's been in for 12 years now, and he finally is doing exactly what he wanted to do. So this year he's been in training literally since probably February, and he's able to get home here and there, but it's literally, you know, a couple weeks in between trainings. He has different phases of trainings he's doing, and even to this day he's still in training. So he's not home with us at the moment. So this year has been he's been gone a lot, majority of this year so far, and he won't be home permanently until October. So I took this picture. We went to Lowe's, actually. He had gotten home that day. We had to take Kaylin to dance class, and then we stopped by Lowe's on the way home. But I mean, they were just over the moon excited that he was there. And Kaylin's holding his hand and she's skipping, and Layla's running around behind him, you know, trying to catch up to them. And the picture just really caught how excited they are that he's home. They were literally just skipping down the aisles and hanging on to him. And, I just loved it. So I wanted to make sure that I captured it. And the picture, I printed it out to be a 4x4 because I had posted it on Instagram. So it was already in a square. It was already a square. So I just printed it out to 4x4, and it turned out great because those frames, there's a package of frames from Dear Lizzie in the kit, and those are 4x4. So that turned out perfectly. Okay, so I'm getting my title down using glossy accents. And while I was talking, I had colored those wood veneer hearts with some ink from Hero Arts called Pool. It's a just a mid-tone ink. Kind of get some of that glossy accents up that kind of spilled out a little bit there. So I'm just kind of getting all my stuff put down. I'm going to do 3 little clusters here using the hearts and the sequins, and I believe I used a couple of asterisks there. I think I do. I'm trying to remember. I think I do. Once I get sequins down where I want it, I go ahead and put it down so that it doesn't start moving around on me or to lose any of them. But that little yellow sequence really helps to highlight the yellow that's in that picture frame as well, that 4x4 picture frame there. And I also stamped right above the tag there, it says "Enjoy every minute," and that came from the stamp that came with the kit. And I used the same ink that I used to color in the hearts there, because we really do have to enjoy every single minute with him, since they're limited right now. But, you know, that's military life for you. We've been doing it for 12 years, and I grew up in the military as well. My dad was in the Air Force, so I've been surrounded by the military community pretty much my entire life, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I really wouldn't. It's definitely harder as a spouse, I think, than as a child, but you know, as hard as it is, it's also very rewarding at the same time. So I'm very proud of my husband. So I'm going to use some washi tape and use it in just a couple different spots around the frame here, just to bring out some gold in the yellow. And I am going to use some asterisks. I'm going to use a couple of yellow asterisks there. Those are by Studio Calico that came in the kit. I have ink all over my finger, so I'm trying to make sure I don't get it on the paper. Those hearts weren't quite dry. So I'm going to do my journaling right under this stitched, those stitched arrows there, and it just talks about how, you know, he's not able to be home very often right now, so every moment that we get is precious with him. And that is going to complete my layout. It's very simple, but it highlights the picture, highlights the story, and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again real soon. Bye.